Okay, welcome everybody. Special top secret episode of PlaneSavers. Today is actually the 1-year anniversary of the very first episode of PlaneSavers. Episode 0 seems like almost forever ago, right? And so we're outside here taking Mr. Stooks for a walk in my childhood home where I grew up, and I decided I wanted to do the top 10 favorite memories of PlaneSavers in this past year. And kind of like the moments that really were special.
Oh, shit.
What's up?
Oh, no.
Another dog? Okay, folks, let's head. Stookies are... That's a big dog.
That's why, look at your dog.
Okay, so folks, let's get into it. Top 10 best moments of the last year. Number 10, a name is born. So, cutting to the chase, the one name I came up with, I believe, which would be great, is actually right here. PlaneSavers. What can I say? We have to start off with the name, PlaneSavers, and everything that it became. This first episode, actually it's episode 0, was really the beginning and introduced us to the name that would live on now throughout the whole series. Number 9, Easter dinner. I picked the Easter dinner because it kind of put together the whole emotion of being at the school and with the volunteers and even Liz and Tim, who did so much work behind the scenes. And I wanted to put this in because this is one memory I always go back to, because we were all together in the school, which was an amazing help. All together was just such an amazing moment. What do you think Stuke is doing right now?
Lying on the couch.
Watching TV.
We did bring you a surprise just for you.
Cool. Good old craft dinner, eh? That and hot dogs.
There you go.
Number 8, a plane gets her wings. So like I was saying, the school was just an amazing gift, and luckily the aircraft fit in that hangar without the wings, and so we knew once the wings went on, it was kind of like the point of no return. And it took every volunteer that we had there that day to get the wings on. And this was just, a big moment, because it really isn't an airplane until you have wings on. And I just loved how everyone came together. A shout out to Trent, who came in to help. It was just all around amazing day. Number 7, son sits in father's seat. Okay, I had to pick this episode from season 2. Nick here was actually watching season 1 of PlaneSavers and found out that his father actually flew this aircraft, LFR, from World War II back to Canada after the war. And Nick came up to Yellowknife and got to sit in the seat, the very seat his father was in after World War II. Such an amazing moment. So what do you think? What's your first impressions?
It's a little emotional. You spent a lot of hours driving this cross country. Just getting across the ocean. He flew it before in April in 1946. I think it was 25 hours flying time to get it to Rockcliffe.
Jump and see.
Yeah. Try not to kick anything here.
So Nick, if it really wasn't for the PlaneSavers episode,
Never would have known about this aircraft.
isn't that crazy?
Never would have crossed my mind.
So I'm gonna leave you alone. You can spend it. It's yours. Don't worry. I'll go back to work.
Okay.
All yours.
Yeah, thanks.
Number 6, Uncle Ronnie makes a promise. Okay, folks, this is the big moment. This is when Uncle Ronnie did his inspection of DTD, and man, it looked like crap. And it came up to just the one thing. I asked him, can we do it? Do you think, Ronnie, can you get this airplane flying?
No more bird's nests.
What do you think, Ronnie?
Yeah. She'll fly again. We can make it fly. Like, we have all the parts, just labor.
Number 5. Engines roar for the first time. Okay, this moment is huge. This is the moment where the aircraft had life. The engines are such an important part of the airplane. And the moment we were all together and everything came together, you know, we put fuel in the airplane. Ronnie was in there. He hit the starter switch, and the thing started running. It was just such an amazing moment, and almost as big as the first flight, but because it just seemed almost impossible that we can actually get this thing running.
Not the first flight, but it's really emotional. It was so much, time, effort that we put in that after you come and you make everything happen. Really big thank you.
Number 4, a tail gets in the air. Okay, we got the engines running, we got the wings on, everything comes together. This is one of those moments where, this is it. So, my father's in town, we got William in the seat, and we have to do a high-speed taxi test. This isn't flying, folks, this is to make sure everything works. This is the biggest dry run we can do before flying. And this was the next day, so the next day was D-Day. So everything came down to this one moment. This was just so huge. Number 3, flying with a rock star. Okay, we have to jump a little ahead in the timeline here for something that really is truly amazing. The lead singer of Iron Maiden, Bruce Dickinson, one of the biggest rock stars in the world, actually wanted to use DTD as part of his world tour to travel from Edmonton, Alberta to Calgary, Alberta. This was a once-in-a-lifetime experience and, really made us feel all like rock stars.
We just flew from Edmonton to Calgary. And there were a few clouds around, but we had the instruments that we needed to avoid the clouds.
A lot of people that helped out, a lot of volunteers to get this airplane going. What would you say to everybody that helps preserve aviation?
Well, I mean, it's a thankless task because everybody just looks at the airplane and goes, "Oh, that's nice," but I know the amount of work that goes into maintaining airplanes because I got a maintenance company. But maintaining airplanes like this is just a whole different universe.
Number 2, we say goodbye. So if you've been following along with PlaneSavers, you've known that there was a viewer named Vincent who was following along our adventures. He was pretty sick, and he ended up passing away before we got the airplane flying. And it hit everyone really, really hard, and it really gave us the motivation to continue. There's not much more I can say. It was just such an emotional thing, and we were very happy to provide some entertainment to Vincent on his final days.
So anyways, Mikey, this is my contribution to it. Unfortunately, I'd really love to come and help work on the plane when it's in Montreal when they're getting it ready, but due to health concerns and health problems, there's just no way I can come. So this is the closest thing I can do to support your cause.
So I'd like to dedicate today's episode to the memory of Vincent, and we'll get this airplane flying for you, bud. So
everybody have a good day, or a good afternoon, or a good evening, or a good morning. But I'll talk to you later in the next episode. Bye now.
Number 1. We did it.
All aircraft waiting for takeoff. There'll be some delays due to the presence of DC-3. We'll advise you as soon as we can take you up. Don't call back.
Yeah, boys, that was for you. Tower says congratulations to everybody.
June 6th, 75 years to the day after D-Day, we got DTD, a D-Day veteran aircraft flying. And it took everything. It took all the volunteers, everybody watching at home. This is the moment I want to thank everybody for being involved. This moment was for you. This is the untoppable moment. How was she?
Well, I'll give you a hug for doing such a good job, son. Well, how did she sound? It flew as well as it sounded, because I opened the window and it sounded good. So she's good.
What do you think, Ronnie?
Yeah, she'll fly again. We can make her fly. I said she would, so there you go. Yeah. I knew she would, so just...
Okay, folks, Sticky did survive. That was quite the chance encounter. Unpredictable, and that's really what PlaneSavers is all about. I hope you enjoyed those top 10 moments of mine. Yeah, it was awesome. Now let's, it's cold. Stella, you pretty cold? I'm freezing. It's actually Stella and I's 4th year anniversary today. So not only are we celebrating PlaneSavers, we're celebrating Stella and I being together. Hello, Stella.
Hello.
Suki, he's only been about 2 years. So
3 years almost.
Is he 3? Yeah. Okay. So it's almost time to go back inside, warm up. We'll be seeing you guys in the new year. Thank you so much for an awesome year. I can't wait to turn 2020 into a whole list of memories. We'll see if we can even top 2019. So see you guys later. We're going to go warm up.
Sticks is cold.
See you guys. See you in the new year.